You've been doing everything right. You switched to almond milk. You eat Greek yogurt every morning. You buy the gluten-free bread. You meal prep with chicken breast and brown rice. And yet, you're more bloated than ever. Your energy is tanking by 2 p.m. Your skin is breaking out. Your brain feels foggy, and you're wondering, why am I getting worse? Here's what no one is telling you. Those so-called health foods you've been force-feeding yourself, they're not healing you. They're quietly systematically destroying your microbiome. And when your microbiome collapses, everything collapses with it. Your digestion, your immunity, your hormones, your mental clarity, your mood. I'm Dr. John Kim, Board Certified Pharmacist and Functional Medicine Practitioner. And I've spent the last decade helping patients reverse chronic symptoms that Western medicine dismissed as just stress or part of aging. And you need to watch this full video because the solution isn't another prescription. It's a protocol that addresses the root cause of your symptoms, which is the war zone happening inside your gut right now. Let's talk about the 7 health foods that are sabotaging your microbiome and what you need to do instead. Number 1, low-fat Greek yogurt. I know, you thought yogurt was supposed to be good for your gut. And here's the truth. Real yogurt can be, but the low-fat Greek yogurt sitting in your fridge, it's a Trojan horse. When manufacturers strip the fat, they have to add something back to make it palatable. So they load it with sugar, artificial sweeteners like sucralose or acesulfame potassium, thickeners like modified cornstarch, and natural flavors, which is industry code for a chemical cocktail. Here's what happens in your gut. Those artificial sweeteners don't get absorbed in your small intestine. They travel to your colon, where they disrupt the balance of your gut bacteria. Research shows that sucralose and similar sweeteners can reduce beneficial bacteria like bifidobacteria, while allowing less desirable bacteria to increase. And that sugar? It feeds candida, it feeds harmful yeast, it creates an environment where the wrong bugs thrive. The probiotics on the label? Many don't survive processing or stomach acid, or there are strains that don't meaningfully colonize the gut. What to do instead? If you want yogurt, buy full fat, plain, organic, and from grass-fed sources. Add your own raw honey or fresh berries. Or better yet, make your own from a high-quality starter culture with Lactobacillus reuteri and Bifidobacterium strains that actually work. Number 2, almond milk. This one shocks people. You switched from dairy because you heard it was inflammatory. So you grabbed the almond milk. It says unsweetened. It says non-GMO. It feels clean. But flip that carton over. You'll see carrageenan, guar gum, gellan gum, sunflower lecithin, natural flavors, and synthetic vitamins that your body often poorly absorbs. Carrageenan is the big one. It's a seaweed-derived thickener that has been shown in research to increase intestinal inflammation, disrupt the gut barrier, and trigger immune responses in the colon, especially in sensitive individuals. And here's the kicker. Most almond milk contains about 2% almonds. The rest is water and additives. Your gut bacteria don't recognize these additives. They treat them as stressors. Your immune system goes on high alert, inflammation rises, and your microbiome diversity, which is the foundation of health, starts to decline. What to do instead? Make your own almond milk. Soak raw almonds overnight. Blend with filtered water. Strain through a nut milk bag. Or switch to coconut milk from a can with one ingredient, coconut. Or try a 2 dairy if you tolerate it. Because for many people, the issue was never the fat. It was the A1 case in protein and aggressive processing. Number 3, protein bars. I get it. You're busy. You need something quick. The label says 20 grams of protein, low sugar, high fiber. But let me tell you what's really in that bar. Soy protein isolate, whey protein isolate, chicory root fiber, inulin, sugar alcohols like maltitol and erythritol, seed oils, artificial flavors, and preservatives. Let's focus on the fiber. Chicory root inulin is added because it's cheap and boosts the fiber number on the label, but it's a high FODMAP fiber that ferments rapidly in your gut, causing gas, bloating, and diarrhea in people with sensitive microbiomes. And those sugar alcohols, they're poorly absorbed. They sit in your colon and ferment, feeding the wrong bacteria and triggering osmotic diarrhea. The seed oils, they oxidize easily during processing and storage. In the gut, they promote inflammation and impair cellular energy production. This is not food. This is a science experiment wrapped in marketing. What to do instead? Eat real protein. Hard-boiled pasture-raised eggs, grass-fed beef jerky with no sugar, a handful of raw nuts, or make your own bars with almond butter, collagen powder, unsweetened coconut, and raw honey. By the way, if you are tired of being told your labs are normal when you know something is wrong, hit that subscribe button. We are building a community that demands real answers, and I want you to be part of it. Number 4, agave nectar. You swapped out sugar for agave because your health coach told you it was low glycemic. And technically, that's true. It doesn't spike your blood sugar the same way table sugar does. But here's what they didn't tell you. Agave is extremely high in fructose, often higher than high fructose corn syrup. And fructose is metabolized primarily in the liver, where excess amounts promote fat accumulation, insulin resistance, and metabolic stress. But here's the gut piece. Excess fructose overwhelms your small intestine's ability to absorb it. So it travels to your colon, where it ferments. It feeds pathogenic bacteria. It promotes SIBO symptoms. It creates gas. It creates bloating. It disrupts gut barrier function. And it feeds candida like rocket fuel. What to do instead? Use raw honey in moderation. Use pure maple syrup. Use coconut sugar. Or better yet, retrain your palate to need less sweetness. Your gut bacteria will actually change when you stop feeding them sugar, and your cravings will disappear. Number 5, whole wheat bread, even the healthy kind. You bought the organic sprouted whole grain loaf because it's not white bread. But let me tell you what's happening inside your gut. Modern wheat contains high levels of gluten, particularly gliadin, which has been shown to trigger zonulin release. Zonulin regulates the tight junctions between your intestinal cells. When it's chronically elevated, gut permeability increases, and when your gut barrier is compromised, undigested food particles, bacterial endotoxins, and inflammatory molecules escape into your bloodstream. Even if you don't have celiac disease, this immune activation can still occur. Plus, most whole wheat bread contains added gluten, dough conditioners, preservatives like calcium propionate, and seed oils. Your microbiome doesn't know what to do with this. Beneficial bacteria decline. Opportunistic bacteria increase. Dysbiosis sets in. What to do instead? If you want bread, make it yourself with einkorn or spelt flour. Or try sourdough made with a long fermentation process that breaks down the gluten and phytic acid. Or go grain-free with almond flour or cassava flour. Number 6, granola. It looks wholesome. It's got oats, nuts, seeds, dried fruit, but it's also got canola oil, sunflower oil, cane sugar, brown rice syrup, and natural flavors. Those seed oils are the problem. They're high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are pro-inflammatory when consumed in excess. And in modern diets, omega-6 intake dramatically outweighs omega-3. These oils oxidize easily. When they oxidize in your gut, they damage the mucosal lining. They reduce the production of short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which is the primary fuel source for your colon cells. And that sugar, it's spiking insulin. It's feeding dysbiosis. It's promoting gut imbalance. What to do instead? Make your own granola with coconut oil or grass-fed butter. Use raw honey. Add pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, unsweetened coconut flakes. Control the ingredients. Control your health. Number 7, store-bought kombucha. I know, this one hurts. You thought you were doing something good for your gut by drinking kombucha. And here's the truth. Traditionally fermented kombucha brewed at home for extended periods can be beneficial. But the stuff on the shelf is often lightly fermented, sweetened after fermentation. and sometimes processed in ways that reduce probiotic content. Many brands have 12 to 16 grams of sugar per bottle. That sugar feeds the wrong bacteria. It counteracts potential benefits. And if you have SIBO or Candida overgrowth, fermentation can make you feel worse. What to do instead? Brew your own kombucha and control fermentation time and sugar content, or switch to water kefir, or take evidence-backed probiotics like Saccharomyces boulardii, or bacillus species that survive stomach acid. Here's the bottom line. The food industry has hijacked the language of health. They slap organic and natural and high fiber on ultra-processed garbage, and we buy it because we trust the label. But your body doesn't lie. Your gut doesn't lie. If you're bloated, fatigued, breaking out, struggling with brain fog, your microbiome is trying to tell you something. And the solution is not more health foods. It's real food. Food your great-grandmother would recognize. Pasture-raised eggs, grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, organic vegetables, fermented foods made at home, bone broth, healthy fats from avocados and coconut and olive oil. When you feed your microbiome the right fuel, everything changes. Your digestion heals, your skin clears, your energy returns, your brain fog lifts. This is the root cause medicine that changes lives. If this resonates with you, don't guess with your health. Click the link below to book a discovery call with my team, or watch this video next where I walk you through the exact 30-day protocol to rebuild your microbiome from the ground up. I'm Dr. John Kim, and I'll see you in the next one.